And we're back.
Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome back to another Let's Unload podcast. So, as you can see, we got the little Christmas decor going on. We tried to make it as festival as
Okay.
possible. Festive, thank you, as possible, baby. Cake tongue is tied, okay? Because I'm tied. She tied, tongue tied, everything tied, okay? Just like these bows tied, they tied around here, okay? We're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome back. As you see, we are going to talk about future planning, leaving behind old and walking to new. But before we get into the conversation, we're going to do our church announcements. And as you know, it ain't changed, it's still the same. We need y'all to like, comment, and most importantly, we need you to subscribe, okay? If you're not subscribed to our channels, please do so right now. I am a Deep Conversation with Shun, and my beautiful co-host is Journey with Dina. So if you have not, please take your time and go on over yonder and do that, okay? Now, once you do that, I need y'all to look at our videos. I need y'all to like our videos. I need y'all to share our videos, okay? And this is one that we want you guys to share in particular. Not saying that the other ones don't matter. We ain't saying. But today we are, Alexa, how many days do we have to the new year?
16.
The next New Year's Day is in 16 days.
But we got
It lasts for one day.
okay.
I've been counting down.
But we are 16 days until we will be into a new year. So we're going to talk about future planning. What do that look like? Leaving behind the old, walking into the new. Everybody can go with you. Like, we're going to have the hard conversations, okay? But before we get there, Dina girl, how you doing on today?
Listen, honey, I am doing mighty fine, mighty fine. You know, once you said leaving the old, I took that as everything and everybody can't go. So, honey, I started mine early. I've been out here cleaning out closets, getting rid of unnecessary stuff because God can't send you nothing new if you won't let go something. Oh, okay.
Gotta let it go. That is so true. So we ain't even gonna hold y'all. Let's just go get to it. Let's go jump in because this may take us a little bit. We're gonna try our best to stay in the 30 minutes. But if we just so happen to go over that 30 minutes, y'all stay with us, okay? So I feel like I'm a little dark, but we're gonna go ahead and roll with. I need some light over here. But anyway, so I want y'all to jump down in the comments, whether you are replay watchers or watching right now. When we say future planning, I think a lot of people think that, oh my God, I need to do everything new. But I want to add a little twist to that. Sometimes we don't have to go into doing everything new. Because if you break some of the habits, the new will happen on its own. So sometimes we take these sayings a lot of time. I'm leaving behind this, I'm leaving behind that. And some things we do need to leave behind. You know, there's some stuff we need to leave behind. But I want us to also, we be ready to cut friends off. That man who ain't proposed to us, that job who ain't gave us no raise, that church who ain't put us in position. We be ready to cut it all off and leave it all behind. But we don't want to leave that pride behind. We don't want to leave that jealousy behind. We don't want to leave that envy behind. We don't want to leave that gossiping behind. We don't want to leave that lying behind. We don't want to leave that fornicating behind. We don't want to leave that lusting behind. We don't want to leave that gluttony behind. Shall I go on?
No, you can stop, girl. You can stop. It's getting a little hot in here. It's getting a little hot. You can stop. Stop.
We want to leave that drinking, that smoking.
Ooh, that's all I got.
I could go on. If y'all want me to go on, say go on.
No. Stop. That's park it right there.
Okay, I'll stop it. Go ahead.
All right there, because like, listen, that was a lot. And I ain't even thought about all that until you said all that. Because you know what? I ain't gonna even lie to you. Last night I was writing in my journal what I'm not gonna take into 2026. Put a date on it and everything. But here's the kicker. Though I say in my mind what I done made up on what I'm not gonna take or who I'm not gonna take into the new year, you know what? I have gotten everything on top of that since I wrote in that journal all day along about waiting on God. And so my new prayer is for God to show me what is it that I need to leave. Not just what they're not gonna take, I ain't taking into 2026. Lord, show me what I need to leave, what I need to change and adapt for 2026. Y'all already got me telling my business because listen, I told the Lord December 31st, 2025. Oh, it's a done deal. Then I ain't doing it no more.
You ain't doing it no more.
I ain't doing it no more. And I done got every message, every confirmation that's saying that it was two things that you can't tell God, and He gonna tell you how He gonna do it and when He gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
And even when that and that's why I named those things, because we can't do the same thing and then be expecting a different outcome.
That's called insanity. That is called insanity.
It's insanity. It's insanity. We're looking for a different outcome, but we haven't left behind. So I know it's good language. See, I did a twist on y'all. See, y'all weren't ready. Y'all
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, friend.
Y'all thought I was about to come over here and say, "Yup, leave it. Don't do it. It's toxic." Y'all thought I was about to go there. And there is a place for that because we will touch on it. We will. But we got to talk about ourselves. Michael Jackson had a song that said we need to look that man in the mirror. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. And before we can talk about anybody else, read them their rights, how they wrong, how they did us wrong, how we got to work on self first.
Right.
We got to start with self first, because you know the old saying, you know, you can point a finger, but it's three more pointing back at you. Just like you can tell some off about somebody else, somebody can come back and say some things about you.
Right.
Why you think you clearing the room and getting these people together, they're gonna be like, well, hold up there. Hold up. Your attitude stank. Your mouth smart. You're disrespectful. Like it can go both ways. So I do want us to, when we're doing our planning, let's evaluate self. And I've been on this kicker for the past few shows that we've done since we've been back. Like, look at yourself. You know, we started out, find something that you could be thankful for five things you could just be thankful for. You know, now we didn't do it last week, but the week before last, I told us to write out, help me out, Dina. We had homework.
Girl, let me find my notebook.
When she get it, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it.
Somehow when we was supposed to write what we was thankful for.
No, we did that for after Thanksgiving. That was for Thanksgiving. We had more homework.
Because I wrote my homework down. Now, where is it? Because I've been writing a whole lot. Things you want to change?
Things you want to change?
I think you said list 3 things that we want to change.
Okay, that's right. Okay. And now it's flowing into this. Because again, we got to look at ourselves first. And I'm not saying sister, uncle, brother, baby, daddy, neighbor, co-worker didn't do you wrong. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that ain't true. We ain't saying that. But I do think that there are levels to things, and we be ready to just cut stuff off. But you got to heal first. Because what's the point of cutting off if you still holding a grudge?
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
What's the point of cutting off if you're still holding a grudge? If you have a grudge of a heart, then you might as well, what you cutting them off for? Still talk to them, still go to church with them, go to work every day. But it don't make no sense. So that's why we start with us first, do the work, and then when I cut off Sister Watermelon, for doing me wrong. We can cut ties peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I have to have a good grudging heart. I don't have to have a hardened heart. I don't have to have a unforgiving heart. I don't have to have these things.
Mm-hmm. Because that's not of God.
It's not of God.
And we take
Okay, then go ahead, friend. What you got?
Baby, I'm with you. I'm with you before you cut Sister Watermelon off. Because here's the thing: what I have learned, a lot of times we like to sweep things under the rug and be okay with, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want to deal with it no more.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't dealt with it.
You haven't dealt with nothing.
And then you're still holding unforgiveness. You're still having a grudge in your heart. You're still feeling some type of way. So, and it's still festering. So, like, who is that hurting? You.
It's only hurting you. Because Sister Watermelon sleeping good at night. Sister Watermelon ain't know nothing about you. And let me tell you how this forgiveness thing works. Let me tell you how it works. You mad, somebody bring up her name, you will lost your appetite. She walk in the room, baby, you can't sit still. You got to get up and walk away. And when Sister Watermelon come over and be like, hey, Dina roll her eyes. And Sister Watermelon, what's wrong with you? Dina say, you know what you did 3 years ago? She was like, what did you do? She was like, I don't remember that. And that's gonna do to make you more mad. That's all it's gonna do is make you more madder, more madder, more madder. That's it. You know the movie More Money, More Money. It's gonna make you more madder, more madder, more madder.
Exactly. Because when you said 3 years ago, I already got mad. Like, what? 3 years? You still mad? I don't even remember what it was.
Don't even remember.
I talked about that yesterday too when I did the podcast. My new thing I adopted is whatever happens in today, when midnight comes, it's over. Yeah. Tomorrow come, whether I was mad at you, upset, whatever, baby, that's gone. That's gone.
And the Bible even tells us this, because y'all know I'm a correlate Bible. The Bible told us, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. That's Bible. And I don't care what section of life, it could be your husband, your boyfriend, your friend, your co-worker. Let that thing go. Let it go. Don't let it go down on your wrath. You still hold the anger and you pissed off to the highest level of pissivity. Okay, now you got it out the way. It's not going to do anything for you.
Right.
It's not fixing anything. Now, I heard this and I'm going to believe this, but they say cancer cells develop from unforgiveness. But y'all ain't ready for that. I'm going to pause that one.
Well, baby.
But I want to whisper that in your ear.
Now, you might need to use one of those bull horns for that one, okay? Because that's something that you ain't got to take on. You taking it on your own.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Like, I don't understand, because I was just telling somebody this year, I have seen and talked to so many people with relationships, marriages, friendships that don't, as you always say, want to have the hard conversations. And they rather just throw everything away or hold a grudge or be whatever, because you don't want to have a conversation, because in your mind, you already know what the outcome is.
Yeah.
When you start being a mind reader. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That for me, I would rather me and you have a conversation and we get to a point where we can agree to disagree. And if respectfully. And if we can't be friends or we can't be together after that, then I'm okay with it, because we've had that conversation and we just it just ain't there no more. Just go our separate ways. But to not have the conversation, to me, is crazy.
Yeah, you gotta talk. We gotta talk. That's the only way you get to a solution, is talking. That's it. I have this person, I ain't gonna say the relation, how I know this person, blah, blah, blah. Me and this person have a conversation. And this person is young, about 10 years younger than me. 11 years younger than me. And this person is going through some health issues, blah, blah, blah. and that person went to the doctor, and the person said you have dis-ease, and dis-ease cause disease. And we're holding in the stress, the trauma. And I don't have to keep saying these words: the grudgeful heart, the unforgiveness, the envy, the jealousy. We're holding all of these things in, and it's making us sick. It's making this person went to a doctor, and the doctor told her your dis-ease is causing disease. It goes in correlation with the cancer cells. It's all tied together. We're making ourselves unnecessary. And no, for our naysayers, but it's food. There's a place for that too. We know we got our naysayers that always think they the doctor on the line. It's always a doctor somewhere. But it all correlates and it all goes hand in hand. So I'm trying to get off of it. The Lord won't let me leave it alone. But I want us to really, 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 really look at the old ways. We got to take off the old before we can put on the new.
Right.
We got to take it off. We got to shed some of this stuff off of us. Go ahead.
Right. No. And here's the thing too. Just like you said, a definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If that has not worked for you in the past, how you handle situations and conversations, maybe it's you. You need to try something new because that's not working. And just because that's comfortable for you and that's the way it's always been, that's the way you've always dealt with things, we have sometimes a problem adjusting and doing things different. Because we are so used to tradition, and it's hard for us to step out into the new because we don't know what that looks like. So instead of stepping out there going into the new, we just want to do this is the way I always been doing it. Now, I mean, it's right.
That don't make it right.
And that don't mean the time has changed. It's time for something new. Do something new with it. Like that's
tradition. Let them traditions go.
Listen,
them traditions ain't did not a damn piece of nothing. It may be a little witchcraft, but y'all ain't ready for that conversation either. Them traditions ain't did Nathaniel. I saw somebody on Facebook. I don't know this person. You know how I don't like how Facebook just throwing random people on your feed and you don't know these people. Like
exactly. I thought it was just me. I'm like, what are we doing here? Did I look at their page or something? Like, what is going on?
In Minnesota and you on my page. Like, I wanted to make it make sense. But it's this person, and this person literally said that, for this year, I guess I'll be back up under the table eating grapes. Well, if it worked, I don't think you got to get back up under the table. So that's something y'all can leave. Y'all don't have to bring that into the new year. If it did work in 25, it's witchcraft. If it did not work in 25, it's not working in 26. What do eating some grapes gonna do for you in the new year? If we still lazy, what that's gonna do? I'm just asking a question.
I'm looking for the answer because I'm like, huh? Like what's
up eat some grapes gonna do?
Okay.
I just skip on through. I said, what is this? Okay, I'm gonna get up off of it. Go on, Dina. What are some other ways we can do from leaving behind now we've got off ourselves. I'm gonna turn it over to you, Miss Dina. What are some of the things that we can do to leave behind before we walk into our new? And what do that look like? Because what if it is that friend that you've known since teenage years?
So we've been talking about friends for quite some time now. And so even in my journey, I have become okay with it. Like I understand that leaving some friends behind, and sometimes it ain't even your choice. Sometimes the Lord will do it for you. Because not only does he see and hear what goes on without you seeing and hearing, he knows the plans that he has for you.
Yeah.
He knows who and what will be a hinder to
Mhm.
those plans or not make you able to be your full potential. I'll say that right. But I'm okay with some things. I'm okay with I haven't got to the point in my life, but listen, honey, if the Lord said leave it, it's gone.
Yeah.
But I am continually having to, even though you got off of tradition, I am continually having to uncondition my mind for some traditions that I have known all of my life. And not that they was a bad thing, but it's not who I am anymore, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And I had to, when they say read the Bible for your one self, I had
Yeah.
to get a lot of understandings for my own self of some things that I had to let go of out of tradition.
Mhm.
And not to say that it was wrong, like I said, but it just no longer fits and it doesn't even make sense to me anymore. So why am I doing this? And I was like, okay, it's okay to let tradition go. Whether
Mhm.
it be in tradition that you've learned in church, that you've just been, when you were growing up in church, you are just told to do things. And
Mhm.
you do those things.
Yep.
And you continue to do those things and continue to do it and continue. And now you're in your adult life. And I said, like, I'm almost 50 and I'm just not learning this stuff with just tradition
Mhm.
out of doing it. And at first I felt some type of way because I feel like, oh, I'm dumb. I've been doing all this stuff all my life out of tradition. But no, it's because when God does a new thing, you learn new things. And then when he said it takes away the old and adds to the new. So it's just a better understanding of it. So I'm looking forward to going into the new year. But I'm gonna tell you this. I've always been anxious from at the end of the year point going into the new year because the new year you be excited about new things, new
Mhm.
people, new places, and all this new stuff, and we rush past where we are to get to
Mhm.
the new. So
Mhm.
I've been on a countdown, and like I think I posted today that we got 16 days left. And I'm looking for God to do some things before the new year. I'm not gonna write
Mhm.
off the new year because listen, it don't take God a long time to do nothing.
He still got time.
So he
He still
still
got
got time to come in before this new year. So I'm
even up to the final hour. He can do something.
fine because that's what he like to do, right? Yeah,
In final hour, he
you
can do
thought I
something.
was done. It's 11:50.
Mhm.
But bling, I'm just here for it. And this year has been filled with so many new things for me to at some point I'd be a little scared about going to New Year because I'm like, Lord, I don't know what's going to happen next year after
Mhm.
the year I had this year. But I'm pacing myself. I'm not
Mhm.
anxious. I'm not, trying to come up with all this new stuff what I want to do. And
Yep.
how even with like people do the vision boards of what they want for the new year. And I'm actually supposed to be hosting a vision board party with this group that I'm in the first week in January. But what I have learned, and even with new stuff, because what came to me was the Habakkuk 2 and 3 to write the vision and make it plain. However, it is for an appointed time because
Mhm.
a couple of times I did a vision board and I was so sad and distraught because my vision didn't come to pass on that year.
Mhm.
And when I got into more of a relationship with God, and He let me know that you might have the vision, I might give you the vision, or you might write the vision, or I put the desires in your heart, but this for an appointed time. So
Mhm.
just because you put that on your vision board does not mean that it's going to happen in that year, and to be okay with it. So that's why I am.
And it's going back because we've had this conversation too, where he's looking for us to shift and to change. And he
Right.
can't bless you. He can't bless you because you're not ready for the next level.
Right.
We're not passing the test. We still in
Right.
kindergarten. And he was like, you supposed to be in high school by now.
Right.
And we're not passing the test. So that doesn't mean that because God is not a man that he shall lie.
Mm-hmm.
He not gonna lie. If he said it, it's done. It's settled. It is what it is. And like we've said this before, I'll say it again. We often feel like we're waiting on God, and God said, "No, baby, I'm waiting on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
you I'm waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
put you in position yet. Just like friends just said, we can write it out, we can do all the things, but it's for an appointed time.
Right.
Your time ain't came yet because we ain't handling them now. And when Dina was talking, two things came to me as she was sitting there: King Solomon and David. Let's go with King Solomon. Now, King Solomon got a little crazy at the end because he started giving all these women all these days. But before King Solomon fell into sin, he was on the right track, okay? Before he fell over there. But even in there, God asked, said that he can ask God for anything. And one thing he asked God for was wisdom. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for the cause. He didn't ask for, let me be king over all the nations. He said, give me wisdom. And God saw favor. And that's how he ended up being the richest person in all the things, because he asked for wisdom. And going back to and I'm going to get to David in a minute, and going back to our beginning conversation, take it off. Look at yourself. Ask God for, Lord, I need wisdom.
Yes. In all things.
And have a true conversation. Let me have a little transparency. I have a huge problem. And when I say huge, baby, it's the size of the earth. Okay? That's how big it is. With freaking waiting to the last minute to do everything. I mean, I got it bad. Do you hear me what I say? And people always be like, and I work best. That's just a lie. We got to tell ourselves to keep doing stuff. And I'm going to call myself out. It's a lie from the pit of hell that is always, but the work comes out good. It is some truth to it. But because I wait to the last minute, I am a compassion. I cannot talk for today. Lord Jesus, help me today. Every time I'm waiting to the last minute. So there was one thing. I asked God to take it out of me. Because they could be holding up my blessing as to why I ain't made it to what I'm praying for. Because I am not moving how I'm supposed to move. So just like King Solomon prayed for wisdom, we need to take that same thing and be like, okay, Lord, this is what I need. I don't need the money because I can't budget what I got. So we can pray, Lord, help me be a good steward over what I have. We be wanting the money, but you live paycheck to paycheck. We got to make it make sense. So when we pray and we talking and we writing out our new, Lord, I need to be a new steward. Help me be a better steward over my money, over my time. Give me wisdom. Soften my heart. Okay, so now let's go to King David. So before
that's on my list of my things you want to change.
Now we're gonna go to King David real quick. So before David went and took the head off Goliath, okay, in the Bible, I want y'all to read backwards to be good. Y'all, the Bible is good and juicy. Go read it. It's good.
I'm putting that on my list. I'm gonna read that in the morning.
Go to David. So when Goliath came in, right? Everybody was scared of Goliath. Goliath was like, nope, I'm a Philistine. I'm gonna take all y'all out. I'm the biggest and the baddest in the hood. Can't nobody come and mess with me. I'm Goliath, right? I'm giving y'all some entertainment so I go read it. I'm gonna hype y'all up.
Hype me up.
Can't nobody mess with me. I'm that guy. So even the best trained warriors were scared of Goliath, right? They were scared. So here comes little old bitty David, right? So David, his dad's name is Jesse. And Jesse had like these animals that he would like look after. So that was David's job. So he had to go look after the animals, but they weren't no regular animals. They weren't no horses. They were the lions and them bears and oh my. It's like he was going after them big, scary stuff, right? So nobody could fight Goliath. So David said, you know what? I'll do it. I'll fight him. So he said, go on, little David. You little. This man about 9 feet tall. He big as a house. David was projected to be between 13 and 16 years old. We don't have an exact age on David, but he was a teenager. And he was expected to be around 13 to 16 years old. So they told David, they were like, but let me tell you something. My God has kept the paws from a lion from taking me out and kept me out the mouth of the bears. This in the Bible, y'all. Go read it. So he was telling them that. He was like, so if I can do a lion and a bear, clearly, and I'm still saying I can take Goliath, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was like, we hear you, we see you. So it was a guy named Saul. So Saul was like, well, here go my put my stuff on. David said, so David put the armor on. This word's good. So I had to tell the backstory to get to this point, okay? Because it's been tied in. So when David put the armor on, the armor was too big. It didn't fit him. So David took the armor off. Let me pause right there. We got to stop wearing what other people put on us. Just because they told you that you was these things, that don't make that what you are. Take off the armor of the other people because it ain't meant to fit you. It was meant to fit them. So David took the armor off and said, I can't wear this. It don't fit me. So if David would have worn it, he probably would have lost the battle. Okay, I feel like that. He probably would have lost the battle. And a lot of us is losing our battle because we're wearing our mother's armor. We're wearing our friends' armor because they fought this way in the battle. You feel like, well, let me pick up this, and they won their battle, but their armor was for them.
Right.
Find your own armor. You can't wear the armor of other people because you'll lose the battle every time. Well, just because it worked for them and they won the battle using that armor, that's what God had for them to suit up with. He got your own suit just for you. Your own suit just for you. You ain't got to put on nobody else's armor. It's just for you. Go get your own. So David took it out. So let's go get to the good part. So he went to the water and he over there talking, and he went and picked up his 5 smooth stones, right? So Goliath was like, I know it ain't you. This Goliath is laughing at David, like, this who y'all see. He said, I can fight with my eyes closed. Like, I can step on him and he dead. Like, what are we doing? So David said, you uncircumcised Philistine. See, that's what I want us to do. We're going to look at that devil and we're going to say, you uncircumcised debt. You uncircumcised cancer. You uncircumcised. We're going to cut the head off and go call it out.
Okay.
Call it out. Because he called Goliath out and said, you uncircumcised Philistine. You think you better take me out? My God got me. He got me. And was he really supposed to win with some stones? Like, let's just be for real. Was he really supposed to win with some stones from the creek? I'm just saying. But that also goes to show how miraculous God is.
Right.
He showed up to the battle. We don't want to, like Fred been saying, we don't want to have a hard conversation. We don't want to do nothing. We don't even want to show up to the battle. We still got to show up. And when we show up, that's when God gonna show out, because he gonna take over. We can't keep saying that the battle is the Lord. It don't belong to me, but y'all won't go to the battlefield. You gotta go to the battlefield. You got to show up. You go fight. Okay, I'm done.
Let me take up offering.
Pass the collection plate. I'm just joking, y'all.
Listen. That's all I got on it. I ain't nothing else to say behind that. Ain't nothing else to say.
Take off their armor. You don't need it. I can't wear Dina armor and Dina can't wear mine. I'm gonna lose my fight trying to wear Dina armor.
Exactly.
We got to show up. We got to have the hard conversation. We got to face it on. And we are probably our biggest stepping stone, if we want to be honest. Before we can get to Sister Watermelon, we have the problem right there.
And we done worked the problem out now on head.
Yep. And once we work on ourselves, then we're going to adapt the King Solomon objective, and we're going to pray and say, Lord, I need be a better steward. I need wisdom.
Yes.
Lord, I'm holding on forgiveness. Give me a forgiving heart.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to write it out. We can ask for the cars, the money, the house, the job, the spouse, the cheerings, you know, the health. We can ask for all of those things.
Yep.
But if we're still wearing somebody else's armor or holding armor that is weighing us down, we're not going to get to what we really want.
Absolutely not.
And I'm done. I'm done. Go ahead, friend.
Listen, I ain't not left to say. You already said it, friend. Like they say, make the list, check it twice. Listen, go deep.
Go deep.
Things. Go deep. Don't do the normal surface things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started writing my list out. I'm gonna go back and finish on mine tomorrow because you gotta have wisdom, even for the new things.
Yeah.
Sometimes we haven't got the new things because we ain't even ready to handle it.
We can't handle it.
You think you're ready. You think you're ready for the new businesses. You think you're ready for the overflow. You ain't been able to manage how you gonna flow your day. Start with me first. So how can I give you more to do? You already overwhelmed.
We're a millionaire, but we ain't wrote the book. That was for me. I'm gonna call myself to take.
Girl, I thought you was talking to me. I was gonna say,
no.
I started.
No, that was for me. I called myself to the carpet.
Listen, but and here's the thing, even with that, what I've noticed, and I don't even know what to call it or say about myself. There are some things that we are supposed to be doing that we haven't walked into. And I'm not gonna say it's all on the Lord. Some of it is on us because we can't see it. And I was talking to somebody earlier, and I was telling her about something that I was trying to do, and I started writing it out. But when I started seeing the numbers, I stopped. Because who gonna do that? How that's gonna come? But my business manager told me, and she confirmed it, her and another person, of something that I'm supposed to be doing. She said, don't worry about the how. You just go and start writing it and putting it together, and you don't know who God will send to invest or to bless you to do a thing.
It's always a ram in the bush.
Always. If the Lord told you to do it, do it.
Oh, thank you, Holy Ghost. And speaking of ram in the bush, because that's another Bible story. You know, Abraham prayed for that child. He was 195,000 years old when they had that doggone baby. And, you know, God told him, go up there and sacrifice that child. Abraham didn't want to do it, but Abraham was obedient. He was obedient. And he had enough faith because he told the people, I'm going up the hill, but we're going to come back down. And both of us coming. That's Bible. I told y'all it's good. Go read it. And as he was about to do it, but before he did it, he raised it up. And God said, hold on, wait. I don't want you to do it. That's where the ram in the bush came from. So y'all got to stop leaning on y'all pastors and be saying these stuff just because the pastor preached it on every other Sunday. Go read it for yourself, because the ram in the bush came because Abraham's about to go to sacrifice his child. And God didn't want him to do it. But what did happen in that, this is what we got to deal with. God was having Abraham to deal with the idol in his heart. Because when he finally blessed Abraham with the child, Abraham probably wasn't dependent and praying to God like he used to. Like that teeth. He probably wasn't. And it was an idol he ain't talking and praying and fasting like he used to no more. He ain't talking to God no more. You made this child your God now. Are you prepared for God to tell you to go on up that mountain and sacrifice this? One more story. I'm gonna let it go because the Holy Ghost give me all these stories in the Bible. I promise you. This is my last one. When Jesus was walking the earth, he was doing his ministries, and a rich man came over there to Jesus and said, "Hey, I want a ticket into heaven. How can I be down with your crew? I want to do that." So Jesus said, you got to be kind, don't love, don't mistreat nobody. He laying it all out. So the rich man was like, next, I'm a good person. I ain't doing nobody wrong. I'm giving my money I'm doing all the things. You know what Jesus hit him with? Well, go and sell all your stuff and come and walk with me. King man said, "I don't worry about it. I'm gonna take my stuff and I'm ready to make it." The idol, his riches was his God. What you gonna do when God tell you to leave it? What you gonna do when he tell you to leave it, to step out? And you say, "Well, God, I'm making 6 figures at this job. What you mean I need to leave my job?" What you gonna do? You've been dating this man for 3 years, and he said, "Leave him." But you say, "God, I think he's ready. I feel like the engagement coming," but he said, leave it. That friend that you have known since high school, teenage, your first job together. He said, leave it. It can't go with you. It can't go. It can't go with you. What you gonna do? Are you gonna be like Abraham? All those is coming together. Are you gonna be like Abraham and be obedient, or you gonna be like the rich man and say, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna keep all my stuff because I ain't finna sell nothing. Don't worry about it."
Ooh, well, I'm gonna tell you my answer. After this year, I choose obedience because you don't know what is on the other side of your obedience.
Yep.
And don't know who's attached to your obedience.
And the Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice anyway. Obedience is better. And if you leaving the $100,000 job, that means he got the million waiting for you.
Exactly. But that faith don't be faithful sometimes because we can't see.
We can't see past it.
How this gonna add up? How you gonna take me from here to there? And I can tell you for my one step on this year, baby, when he said move, I moved.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't my job to figure out how it's gonna get done or who gonna pay for this and not. They ain't got nothing to do with me. He said go.
Just move.
And I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Just move. And not saying that the walk gonna be easy.
Absolutely not.
Because we leave that part out. When people do those prosperities preaching and you get your new car in the new year, we do all that hooping and hollering and all the stuff, child. And you like, Lord, it's December 2026 again. What is that, right? We said, "Pastor, you lied to me." But no.
Listen, I said that. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I said that December 31st. No, January 1st, 2024. When the Lord gave me a dream and a vision of something that was gonna happen, and I just knew it was gonna happen in December 2023 at the end of the year. And when January 1 of the new year came in, I told God, I feel like you lied to me. You showed me all these things and it ain't even happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what he told me? I didn't tell you what year.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes with that writing the vision and when he shows you the visions and even doing things. Like you said, I feel like a lot of times God will show us the beginning and he will show us the end. And the beginning, it's all nice and sweet. You in a new thing. The Lord showed you what the end gonna be. The end gonna be this marvelous thing come together. But baby, he don't show you that middle.
The middle.
The middle is where you have to really trust God. You gotta really pray. You gotta talk to yourself. You're gonna cry sometimes. And I feel like he just continued to show you the end, because if you can just make it through the middle,
Just
all
walk
the
through it.
punches, just walk through.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be easy.
It
Sometimes it's
ain't.
gonna feel like your feet in the mud and you barely making it
Mhm.
through. And sometimes you gotta stop, you gotta cry, you gotta pray. But if you be obedient, if you
Mhm.
are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land.
Yeah.
And that's what Pastor Linda talked about last year at New Life when the New Year's Eve service. She talked a lot about your provision is in your obedience. And I
Yep.
didn't understand what that meant, but she kept saying your provision is going to be in your obedience. You just got to do what God told you to do. Do it. Just move. Just move when He tell you to move and go where He tell you go. And that was one of my biggest things when I did my big transition this year. And the Lord told me, because you moved when I told you to move, that's
Mhm.
why all the doors came open. You didn't know how or what or when or where, but it's a part of the obedience. He ain't gonna always tell you. You just gotta go with it, and baby, it don't do nothing but pull you closer to the Lord. And sometimes that's what we need,
Yeah.
because we won't do it on our own. We're gonna get up, we're gonna pray, we're gonna say this, that, and the other, we're gonna go on about our business. But baby, when you are in their walk and it's just you and God for real, and you're like, what you say, God? Who you say? What I need to do today? It's listen. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
big.
I hope that this blessed you. I hope that you got something out of this.
I did.
Rewatch it, replay it, send it to the 5 people, send it to 2 people, 1 person, whatever. Send it out and get the message out. And as we start our future planning, this will be our last one for the year. As we know, next week is Christmas.
Mhm.
So we'll be having Christmas, and the week after that, we'll be going into the new year, and I will be traveling. So that's one of the reasons I will be traveling, going to visit my brother. And of course, holidays is just hectic anyway.
Mhm.
So I hope that you all have a merry, 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 merry Christmas. Happy New Year in advance. Congratulations to you in advance. Congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations to you in advance. God is moving on your behalf. He's not, while you waiting on God, He's saying, baby, I'm waiting on you. And
That's
His hand is ready, His hand's already outstretched. Just connect it. All right, you can take us on now, Dana. Give us benediction.
our Lord's benediction. So just as my girl Sean says, whew, this has been a year. I cannot believe we have been on here a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
What, 3 episodes, 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Like, this was definitely God. And I
Mm-hmm.
posted earlier that this is the time we are going to close it out. And we are going to listen and prepare for what God has next. Every
Mm-hmm.
good idea is not a God idea. Remember that in 2026. Just
Mm-hmm.
because, like she said, when somebody brings something to you, put their armor on you, every good idea is not a God idea. So
Mm-hmm.
be careful in getting into those side things. I don't know who this for, but hey,
Amen.
that's all I got for you.
Mhm.
So as we close out this new year, you still have time to make things right in this new year. Have the hard conversation, call the people, meet up with them,
Mhm.
clear out your heart and your mind, and be open and ready for God, what God wants to do in 2026. Okay,
Mhm.
because you can't receive new wine with old things
Wise skin.
still.
Oh,
You,
wise skin. That's what
you
you're trying to
can't.
say.
Yeah. What she said right there, you can't do it.
Oh,
So
wise
you still have 16 days, and that is more than enough time
more than
to make the phone calls. Don't
enough.
send a text, because a text is just so impersonal, when you're
Mhm.
trying to correct things and move forward. And even if it's not moving forward, to come to a mutual agreement to go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and sever ties for 2026. But
Mhm.
we hope you have Merry Christmas as always. new year. Enjoy time with your family, your friends, make some new traditions, and prepare to walk into whatever God has in store for you in the new year. Until then, y'all already know.
I had to do it. All right, you guys. We'll see y'all in the next one. We'll see you in the new year. Bye.